Yeah, yeah, chat. Yeah, we just back here with the weekly update. Gonna go through the last week trades, what happened, mindset behind it, and also we're gonna go into the charts, to see what's gonna happen for this week. That's going to be the goal. Lamin is not in today, unfortunately. So it's gonna have to do it alone. But yeah, just go and get my setups ready, bring the charts and everything, and then we can go through this. Well, today we're looking so that on the light on. Yeah, let me turn off. Because for yeah, this is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, I'm tired, bro. Like I'm sleepy, but I have to show up. You okay? But that grind is not ready yet. You can't be sleeping when you know you need that peace. So, sure. This kid don't wanna learn. He started life and I got bumped in the ground. Shit. We here. But anyways, market just open. Yeah, the market just open now. Um, we're up on at 10. Last week overall, last week was crazy, man. Last week moves NFP, we killed it. EURUSD, we only took trade on Tuesday. We didn't get to take any entry for the NFP, but overall, the analysis just gone super cool. So yeah, everything was breakdown onto the last week midweek analysis and the last week first trade analysis we did for the week. All this thing was there. I feel like overall these videos are just getting our mindset and our discipline to the market, you know, on track. And yeah, I'm seeing the benefit from myself. So I'm hoping that anyone else who's watching this will be able to have the same benefit as well. This week, we're just gonna try to focus more on, the same thing, market structure and how we're going to be approaching to the market. We're just gonna do EURUSD quickly, recap, and then gold, and then we'll switch to the weekly analysis. Um, just wanna take this StreamYard thing here, but unfortunately I can't. Yeah, this is not gonna take too long today, to be honest, because Lamin is not here. I'm just gonna share my part, and then hopefully by midweek I should be able to catch up with him. Just gonna post this down here. Still, yeah, you can still use it for now. I'm just gonna share my screen so you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. I just like to get my chart um clean up a bit. I'll say I'm gonna open two tabs, scroll on these. Oops, there we go. This is currently USD. I feel like one thing I'm starting to clock more on the market. Yeah. Whenever you trade, yeah, during the week and then you come on the chart like on Sunday or something like that, bro, the chart just looks so clean, bro. It just looks super, super clean, bro. Nah, but finally, EURUSD have now actually gone and take out that. This market is only getting interesting every fucking week. So these areas, we're still gonna use them, just the same areas, but market is just reacting. I'm gonna drag this there as well. Okay, so we need to look from Mondays. Okay, so just quick breakdown to tell to explain what happened from Monday to Friday on EURUSD, and then we can jump on. But we are just gonna use Monday to, let's say, Friday. Okay, this was last week price action. Okay, so and this here, what we was expecting the market do, we do exactly that end of the day, which is really good. We took our first trade on every USD here when price come back into this 4 hour order block here, and the trade was taken on the 15-minute time frame. But last week market, the price was somewhere around here. Again, if we just go with the market structure, the same thing. We was obviously last um week before last week we were having this price action whenever USD come to this extreme point here. I'm aiming for price to go and take out the actual structure, but we still stay within the structure. And then obviously we will see the market pull back. We have our first area here, which is the 1 hour order block here. Was expecting price can come all the way here, but instead market is actually has actually hold above the 4 hour structure here, so which is the 4 hour order block. If I go into the 4 hour time frame here, this is the order block that price has reacted from, and since then we just continue buying the market from there. We catch our first trade on area USD here around London. I'll explain that trade in a second, but yeah, the idea for that trade and the reason that we was looking for a buy was clearly because market was simply still making a higher loss here and higher high. Obviously around here we was expecting price to actually take out this high. So when we pull back here, this double bottom, we did fail to make a new high. So instead, as long as we think we are staying within this structure here, price need to take out this high here. You can see we have actually now taken out the high after the second push to the high. And this push here, when the market opened, we was expecting price to come exactly around these levels here. Deeper pullback can also come into the extreme point, but we hold around here perfectly. So the first trade that I took on EURUSD from there, it was here. We did try to take one our first trade on Tuesday. The market did buy and give us some push. We took some trade off here around 50% and then put the stop loss in break even. And then once we had price coming back down here, on Tuesday night, we did some analysis as we explained this area as well. We're expecting the market to come back around this point here. The reason for that is because we have this nice buy volume coming in the market around here, and we have this nice little order block around there. So we was expecting whenever market comes there, we're gonna continue buying from the buys around there. Yep. And that area is simply nicely on aligning with the 4 hour order block that we just marked up here. I just reduce the colors down there so I don't get too much drawing on my charts. So, oh my god, I need to actually subscribe for that trading view plus account like this. I think it's annoying. But the reason we buy the market around here is simply because we had this nice push there already coming from area of interest, and the 15-minute was already giving us a nice little order block here that we can use, but we translate this as where the move started from. So price then come down around there, and then we can see we actually swipe the lot here. So when the market was trying to break this area. I was seeing it as a sweep of liquidities around here. So we were sweeping those low down there. I was on the 5 minute time frame at the time, waiting for this 15-minute candle to either close below the area or if it's gonna reject and then close back above the other block, which it did, and that validate the structure. So I was on the 5 minute time frame when that was happening during London around 8 in the morning. And then I simply just marked this selling candle here. I was waiting for price to make its way back above that area so I can say, okay, based on this, the market has now taken the liquidity. We're now pushing back above the structure. So therefore, when candle closes back above this seller's candle, I know there is more buyers in the market than the seller. So that is why I took that trade from there. And you can see the stop loss was like 7.5 pips, and we have like about 1 to 6 on this trade. And then we even have more continuation on that trade. On Wednesday, there was some news that was coming on the dollar. Obviously, we know that dollar price action is fully bearish. Prices currently at the time it was reacting around this psychological number here, and then we get to find another continuation entry, and that gave us 1 to 4 as well, which covered this trade. Obviously, that was break even, but we had 1 to 6 here and 1 to 4 here, and yeah, those were the only trade we did manage to get on the euro for that day. The news when it was coming, we didn't get any more entry. On Wednesday, no, sorry, Thursday, I didn't trade the euro as well because there was no clear entries on there as well. And yeah, that was the only like trade that I tried to take on the euro based on this analysis here. And obviously, the overall the market ended up doing exactly what we wanted, which is going to take out the actual structure we were targeting. And you can see now we can clearly now confirm this as a higher low and then use this as a higher high. That was the idea on the euro.
Bro, correct me, bro. This is great.
So yeah, and that was EURUSD. And the way I'm seeing the market as well right now, it's looking super clean. Last week we clearly just did, and by end of the week we have this. So this week we're gonna expect the same kind of behavior, and then we can continue going with the price action. But we'll analyze the charts to see where we might have a reaction from. But the euro is looking really bullish overall, and the dollar is looking bearish overall with the market structure and anything, everything that is happening around right now. I'm just gonna put that to 10%. Yep, this area will still pay attention to it. I'm just gonna see. Let's see if I can share this live. Let's see if there will be some. Oh. Chat. um, let's see if we can get some of the audience to join us on the live. But yeah, man, stick with the bias. As well as God is just changing a lot in our trading right now, bro. This past 3 weeks has been crazy in the market. Anything that you're currently seeing on this USD charts, we did everything on this live calls here, and the market is just doing that. If we go to gold, things will even get more crazy around there because gold price is completely been crazy. Um, huge link.
So clean, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But whenever you just come on the chart, and after Friday, Sunday, so clean, bro. Like,
Bro, it's clean, man. Especially when you are seeing the structures, bro. Bro,
literally so
it's
clean, bro.
crazy.
super clean. But yeah, man, one day is not real, bro. I'm telling you, gonna come. Yeah, so that is that for Euro USD. Ken, bro, like, just watch these videos, man. That will tell you everything that we're doing on these charts here. Euro USD is simply looking, we're gonna have a nicest buy coming in this market. We're gonna get only one entry and we're just gonna be chilling. But the way I'm seeing these charts here, phew, this week is crazy. And we're gonna go through our weekly goal that you can see on this whiteboard down there. It's week 3. So very good. I'm gonna go on the gold chart now. You see that craziness. You can see gold. We just been killing gold, bro. Like level by level, level by level, level by level, level by level, bro. Um,
Actually been killing God.
bro, we've been
Bro.
killing gold, though. Literally
Crazy.
from here, bro. We just chopping gold, chopping gold, chopping gold. Even these breakouts here, we chopped, and they are chopping gold. Wow, price pullback. We killed NFP, bro. That is crazy. And I'm seeing some cool things coming up on God. But I'm just gonna claim this because we were just using those levels just to kill the NFP, and they were.
I remember, bro. Bro, this guy called me, bro. Like, you see what's up?
Let's see what happened there.
Bro, that was crazy on Friday.
Yeah, man. Gold, 1 hour time frame. We're gonna need to find that. You see, from Monday, what happened? Literally, like from Monday, what happened on gold, bro? Like from Monday to Friday, you see what happened on this pair is crazy. Like it don't even make logical sense how this gold is being bullish, bro. But again, like, bro, this yellow line here, we was explaining that gold is gonna target that since price was somewhere around here. Matter of fact, somewhere around here, bro.
I remember,
So
bro.
we were saying the goal is gonna go. You see where it is, and this 36,000, the 3,600 that you're seeing there, we explained that like last week start. The goal is gonna go and hit 3,600, and look where price is right now. It's crazy, and I'm seeing gold go far, bro. But yeah, man, we just been playing the psychological numbers and price action market structure. It's been super, 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 super cool. But gold, our first trade idea coming gold based on this simply one reason here. Monday, when the market opened, we analyzed the chart. We was paying attention to structures, higher loss points here. When the price was here at the time, we were saying the market gold might try to pull back around back this level here, or even retest 3,400. But again, you do the analysis and the market do the work. You don't know if you expecting the pullback is gonna happen and come down here, the market would not usually do that. But the moment the price moved from where it was when you were doing your analysis, the next thing that you need to do, you need to pay attention to what happened from the first analysis that you did. Then from there, you'll have more reason to understand what is going to happen. Because if price don't come back down here, you might be that guy and be like, I'm not gonna trade gold until price actually come back down to this level. That used to happens to me when I was like new in the chart and everything like that. And that was not even too long ago. I was on the chart for years, experiencing the same thing. But now that I'm understanding the market with throughout experience and all of that, whenever price move, I react with it. That is changing a lot in my trading. So I was expecting gold to pull back all the way down here, but that didn't happen. Instead, I let the market give me more clear information so I can use them for my reference. So when gold had this overnight moves here, we had some massive buys in the market, and then price make some high here. When we try to pull back, these first key levels that you see in here, I use them for my reference. And from there, gold was just going crazy. So that was my first trade idea on gold. So when, because price didn't end up coming to exactly where I want it to come. and then we have that buys there. When we had that buy, we did try to sell, but in this selling candle here, price start to reject around 3,472 or 475, another psychological level there. So I simply just mark this week here. In my understanding and all I'm looking for here, I just want to see gold price either trade back below this level, then trade back above it. So when it's like around my trading times, I know exactly this area will be the one that gold potentially is going to be using as a buy for the rest of the week. So price should be staying above here because it did it in previous. It's something that you need to do through experience. Look here, we had some massive volume, price start to sell, reject, and then that is where we had the first reason to start buying gold. So I'm just using the same knowledge. So when gold did that, we did try to sell, we reject price, then break below it around 11 in the morning. Then we trade back above that area. So watching price trade back above that area with all the behavior market rejecting from there, and it comes to my trading time, then I start to take advantage of gold. This post trade entry reason here um happens around close to our trading time. I was even on this some of these buys throughout the night. I had some buy price hit the level. I closed some profit. Wait for the price to pull back. Our trading time we reject. Most of these entries I took them on like 5 minutes. So somewhere around here, this pulse shear is a bullish engulfing on the 5 minute time frame, and you can see it's 2 p.m. our trading time. We catch a nice buy and got that gap was 1 to 3. Then price stay above these key areas throughout the Asian session the next day, which is Wednesday. You remember this was the night price that I was we share right here, like buy gold. We buy gold again, push high, you know, somewhere around here when I wake up 5 in the morning. I don't know. Somewhere 4, 5, I don't know what time it is though, but it was somewhere late in the night. I wake up, gold was giving me some massive profit here, plus some profit here, and then price then pull back, come back to the same area. As long as we stay above the areas, just look for the rejection on bullish reason and buy that condo. See, price just keep rejecting. You know, we keep having more buys coming in gold, and then we buy again. We then have another 1 to 3 on gold. Bro, that is already like three trades taken on gold. And then yeah, on Wednesday 2 p.m. we didn't end up trading gold that way because the same move that we took around here was the move that just continued happening on gold. So Thursday, some news about from Trump tariff whatever happens, the market end up dumping over the night, and then we even close a little bit lower these levels here, taking more liquidity. But again, if you go to the daily time frame and pay attention, you will catch this move here. We came on the chart, we take advantage of this move again during London session, and then gold, we try to buy gold all the way around to this level here, and then we close the trade on Tuesday. That is another trade. It's so simple to take the trades over and over again, bro, over and over again. So, and again, that was that trade for that day. Thursday, we didn't end up catching anything because we know NFP is coming Friday. That is why we marked this level here. We was expecting by NFP 130, gold should come all the way back down here. But the way we catch this NFP here, we had the daily levels here. Using where the daily candle close. If I just go into the daily time frame, um we had these levels here. This was the Thursday candle, which was our interest because Friday is going to be the NFP. We had the close of this candle. We also had the low of this candle. We just wanted to see price trade above any of this level before NFP. And yeah, this red zone here, as we see gold's was below it at the time we was doing the analysis, but price did end up trying to trade back above it through an Asia session and then starting to reject from there and so on and so on. So when we come on the charts, like around 12, somewhere here, 10, yeah, around 10, we seen God is giving us this kind of formation. One, two, three, bull is engulfing above the level that we was looking for, because we wanted to see gold trade above that level before NFP, or we wanted to see gold somewhere really close to this level before NFP, but that didn't happen. Price did stay above here, and if you can see the structure wise, we're making some form of series of high, low, high within the structure. So we're building some internal structure to the overall direction that gold needs to go, because it needs to take out this high here. But yeah, we find that confirmation around here, because we don't want to be somewhere around this one candle before the news and then take the trade now. Our reason was shown already before the news. Even if we was not, we seen prices above the level that we wanted to see, we would have looked for some nice trade around here after, especially seeing gold close above 3,550. We could have taken another opportunity around here if we haven't seen this kind of confirmation here. But as you can see, we had the confirmation, took the trade all the way before NFP, and then price just completely gone blasted. And yeah, man, as we were on the trade, we was monitoring these charts, bro. That is why I'm having all this level here. So you can see price was just reacting, and we can see price then close back above that key level that we just marked here, which is this zone here. And then price was just reacting until the NFP. And just look at this.
I'm paying attention, bro. Guys, if you are listening, bro, just pay attention, bro. The areas, bro, is pointed. Just pay attention.
Just pay attention, bro, because we're actually killing the market, bro, brick by brick, like on repeat. But yeah, and that you can see was here. I was getting ready to go Juma, showered already, just waiting for that 1:30 to see what's going on gold, and then you can see gold just gone nuts. Yeah, this trade was what happened last week on gold, and you can see the Euro USD as one as well. We explained that how we took those trades here, and yeah, man, like you can see all these trades have kind of the same reason. All the entries have the same kind of reason behind it. So yeah, man, that is how we been killing the market. Um, yeah, that was the trade on Friday on gold. So we're just gonna now move on and analyze the week, analyze the upcoming opportunities that might happen in the market. I feel like we're still super bullish. I don't even know what I'm saying. I feel like we're still super bullish in this market until the market give us reason that it's time to reverse. We go with the flow. That is why you understand uptrending, downtrending. The only reason you learn what's uptrend, downtrend is to take advantage of it. So there is no reason to learn them and not taking advantage of it when you are on the trend. Trend is your best friend. Go against the trend, you learn your lesson. Simple as that. So that we're gonna go and start the with fucking hell. This is yeah, chat, bro. When gold was around here, we were saying what is going to happen on gold, bro. Like we were literally just going with the structures, bro. Low, high, higher low. We now clearly confirm we do have our higher high. But guess what? We haven't made the higher high yet.
Yeah.
We
You're still
haven't
them
made the high yet. We know why, because price has not given us any. If this candle then do something like this and then reject, and then the next day candle that will open, then start to be like a bearish candle, then we can say, okay, potentially we might start to have some pullback on this chart here. But until then, bro, this market is super bullish. We just need to continue using the same logics and structures and just go with it. But yeah, gold did so good. Gold did good. Gold did good. Um, this have improved a lot in our trading, our confidence, and how we can use our system to the extreme, bro. Like, cause bro, there is no fear behind it anymore. Special how we seen it perform in the market after putting so many hours back testing, studying it, going through hell with it, bro. Like so much, man. But yeah, gold still above the monthly level. We're expecting more bulls on this market. Can special seeing after seeing this rejection here is good. I'm gonna go on DXY real quick and explain what has happened on there. So we was more confident on this trade because we know what is happening on the dollar, and by looking at the dollar, we're still using the same logic basically and the same knowledge that dollar is still bearish. Um, we just been some consolidation around here, but the dollar is really, really, really bearish. There's no reason to go against it right now. Still bearish, still bearish. We super bearish actually. So we bearish, bearish, bearish. Yeah. And this is DXY. As long as this keep dropping, which we're expecting, because we're seeing the dollar to decline and take out this low or even retest this long-term trend line that we had on the dollar. That will be around 95.500 roughly, but the dollar might drop all the way into 95,000 in the upcoming days or week. We just gotta pay attention and let the market do the work. But for now, we can see we're starting to make zero of lower highs, and then we have nice bearish candle on Friday. So we have one, two, three. So technically, we might have start to have that continuation on the dollar to take out this low here, even further to take out the actually structure that is been building for the pullback. Yeah, but the dollar is still bearish. I'm just gonna go with that. US30, I'm not gonna go through that awareness, but we did kill that on the NFP as well. But we're not been analyzing this with the flow, so we're just gonna stick with gold and EURUSD. So this week, let's start with the chart EURUSD. Just gonna delete this. Just sharing this to chart. Mm, that yeah, EURUSD again. You can see the structure point before I even delete them. We are bullish on the market because of structures, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We're still in this move to take out this high here. So technically the euro is still bullish because now we just gone through the dollar like a few minutes ago. The dollar is bearish, aiming to take out that low here and then that high on the dollar. So the euro is trying to do the opposite, trying to take out this high here and this previous high here. And we can see we have more buys, more buys, more buyers, more buyers. Then we have more buyers.
If they really pay attention, bro, it's like the goal, bro, is the same trucks we was pointing before, bro.
It was the same thing. So yeah, that is going to be that for the euro. So I'm just gonna go on the weekly time frame to actually see what's been happening in the euro. Because I'm still bullish on the euro. We have this high here, higher low here, higher high here, potentially higher low. We don't confirm yet because the dollar is still bearish and the structure on EU is still bullish. 1 second, let me just reply to um, we have our favorite guest coming. Just
Yeah.
let me.
I mean,
Um,
it's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
yeah. So with that being said, we know that euro is still super, super, super bullish. Like until this weekly structure is gone, there's no reason to go against anything in this market. All we need is just one massive wick candle to take out this structure, and that is been pending, bro. Like, look at all this week. Whenever week open, we try to sell, reject, buy. Open, 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 try to sell, reject, and then buy. Potentially, we'll now see the euro start to close above this monthly level. September. Um, you know, this was previous month high here, which is August high. So the moment we see the euro closes above there, we can actually have a nice move on the euro to see we can potentially go into the 120 that we've been targeting. That is how I'm seeing the euro on the weekly time frame, because overall the monthly time frame is still super bullish. I'm just gonna try to modify this level one more time, and then we can refresh ourselves as we go through. But yeah, we can see the monthly starting to show that rejection from the downside already. So which means we can potentially see if we can have more push to the high. But yeah, that is that on the euro on the weekly and the monthly. How I'm seeing it, especially seeing this bearish, this bullish candle on Friday after a few days of staying around here, and you can see the psychological number has been holding so far so good. And we're seeing this bull candle on Friday. Monday we might see some pullback, then continuation. So we're just gonna align that with market structure that will tell us where the pullback will happen towards to, and then we can use those areas for our opportunities and start to look for entries. But to do that, just go back and do the same thing. Market structure, read it to understand it. Until you understand it, you have no reason to take any trade. That is the only thing that's been saving me a lot in the market these days. So I'm just gonna use the monthly level here, mid level here. Okay, again the same thing. Understand this structure. Make sure you align it with the higher time frame structure, and then trade that based on the higher time frame direction, because the intention is to catch what the market is trying to do. That is what we're doing here. Like we're trading we're trying to trade the intention of the market. What is the market actually trying to do? We're not just that guy who will come in the charts anymore and try to like see, okay, today we're selling, okay, let's go to sell. I stop that. I try to trade the market based on where it's trying to go. That's it. You know, if the structures align with bearish market, I'll go with that. But if the structures is aligning with the bull market, I might just go with that. So we have the 4 hour structure: high here, higher low here, then higher high here, higher low here. We then have the higher high here. So all this time price was just wick. So we can say, okay, wick. We can either use it once we see price closes above here and use this as the higher low point, because we did close the structure above there. So we can say higher high, price then pull back with this swap back above the previous high, but there was no candle closes, then pull back, give us this point here, higher low. We only confirm it. Why? Because price now actually closes back above here, making a higher high, and then we push back. When we pull back down here, where did we come? We at least try to stay above the previous structure that take out the structure. Then we can either now use this as a higher low point, or we can change that and use this as a higher low point. But in this case, we're just going to use this as the higher low point, because this week looks like more orders was picked in the market. So this will be the higher low point now, and then this will be the higher high point. Why? Because we can see here we did close it back above the high here, one two two candle, and then we can see here one two three. We have in the whenever market makes high, it will give you this kind of signals here before it pull back. So now the idea for euro USD, if we had a higher high and this higher low, is one thing. We need a new higher high, and that will be somewhere around here. Price need to reject, give us a sign, then we can confirm that this higher high. If not, we're simply just gonna wait again for the euro to do the same thing that it's been doing, do that deep pullback, all the way to this extreme point, and then give us signals around here, and then we can continue buying the euro to target 1.18. That is going to be my bias on the euro USD. Yeah. So for that, this level that I had here, this here, I'm not gonna use this anymore. If price say it's gonna come down here, then I'll modify that. But for now, I'm gonna pay attention to this. Just gonna delete this. First, we're gonna take the extreme point, which is this week around here. Price already retested there. We could have used this area last week, to be honest, to catch that continuation move that we just missed on euro. But sometimes you don't pay attention too much, but it's about sticking with the areas that you wanted to see, if price is gonna come to those areas or not. That is what this is thing. Discipline. Discipline simply mean by doing the things that you don't want to do. That is what is keeping us on the game, bro. The goal here is to stay in the game as much as we can, bro. We're not going against the market anymore. But yeah, price is still above this key area, so we're gonna pay attention to it. If not, we'll see if market can come all the way back down here. But I'm seeing another key area on the euro that I think market will react from, which is simply this highs here. So you reject. They're rejecting from here, but I'm gonna use this, and then you can see how rejections around here. See here, price was kind of in a structural move here, making this higher high, which then looks like he's switching that direction. Then bang, we create a high, then pull back, then make a new high. So technically, you can say as long as we stay above this structure here, we're good. But and already that structure is aligned with the extreme point that we had already. So the euro react, we react, break it. We want to see retest around here and then continue going with the buy.
That makes sense.
Mhm. So yeah, that is the idea on the euro on the 4 hour time frame. So this area, I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it unless it's close to trading times and what is happening around it. The only reason I'll pay attention to that area is this psychological number here, because we can nicely have another nice 100 move from that level to 1.18. So we're gonna need to pay attention to it. Obviously, we're not just gonna ignore this. So if we have an entry reason around here, I'll be looking for buys around the here. But if the euro start to trade a little bit below that, I'll still pay attention to this level to see some rejection. Give me some clear candles to look for buys. But I do believe, so I do believe the euro might do some deeper pullback, especially after this news has happened and everything here. I feel like we can have a nice pullback all the way back down here and then continue. I'm seeing some crazy thing in this chart, to be honest. It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna use for this level right here, this 1 hour structure that switched there. Great. Um, I'm just gonna take this greens off there now. Yeah, so the euro, we can clearly see, bro, like, bro, the setup that is pending on the euro is actually clean, bro. I'm gonna now make this a bit lower as well so we don't pay attention to too much areas. Just wanna keep the charts clean, to be honest. But yeah, man, we already know where the market is coming from, and we know where we're expecting price to react from. So I'm gonna pay attention the euro from anywhere from 1.17 price, but that area price is really close to it. Just gotta pay attention to it. The market can just easily break that and give us deeper pullback. If this level don't give me any confirmation, no trade, and those confirmation have to happen around from London to New York. If not throughout New York, we'll monitor the market around here. If we catch an early entry on Monday, we're just gonna get the trade and just hold it throughout the week because that is the only thing that we're expecting the market to continue going through to one direction throughout the week. So the first area we're looking for is around here. If that failed, I'm gonna wait to see the euro come all the way around here, anywhere from 1.16639 and so on. We'll see the market does. Again, expect price to do whatever it wants us to do around this area. We can come here and then break the level, come back all the way to this point here and then give us rejection. But whenever you see price then trying to trade back above that level here, the key level here, because look, we had a buy, then price dip below it. We react, we break it, we didn't retest it here, no confirmation, and then we had the breakout again right on this candle here. So if we come back down here, if we just hold it above it without breaking it, just go and look for rejection candle and look for confirmation like this around here and then buy. But if price then break it, then try to close back above it, expect it to close back above it and then retest it and then reject and then give you bullish candle. You can use that on the 15-minute time frame or 1 hour time frame. But usually when it happening closer to New York session, I try to look for those entry reason on the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, that is what I'll expect. But if I start to see rejection happening around here, even better. So I'll just start to take my first trade idea on the euro from there. But for now, just gonna pay attention to this level here and this level here. They are my first uh, area of interest to look for some trade on the euro. Yeah, so that will be that for Euro USD. I feel like the market will give me some nice entry on Euro, especially after missing out this. Yeah, I think I can catch some nice continuation move here on the Euro now with even more confidence and clear reason that the market is actually going into that direction. So then we can have a target around here, 1.18. That is the next big move that is coming on the euro. So catching a trade around here, up to this high is 100 pips already. So up to here is 130 pips. So yeah, there's some nice opportunity coming, man. Because again, there is no reason to look for any sell in this market until price actually come and close all the way back below here 1.15730 wherever, which is this actually structure here, because we can always even try to come all the way back down here, use all this as liquidity and then continue going, because in some sense we can still use this as the same structure if you would like. But again, the way we translate the structure using the 4 hour time frame, we're gonna stick with this. The 1 hour break this structure here, it did close above this one on the 1 hour, but on the 4 hour it didn't. So we make a higher low here. This move here didn't take out the 1 hour structure. Then we pull back. So technically this is just one push to actually take out this structure so that market can still say, okay, I'm gonna come all the way back down
That
here.
makes sense.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, that is that for Euro USD. And then we're just gonna go on gold and do the same thing. Start with the daily time frame. Gold, all I know is just bullish. I'm just gonna look for areas that I think the market will come back down to and then continue going with that. I'll check the weekly time frame real quick though. Um, yeah, this guy's not coming today. It's fine. So last week on gold closed super bullish, bro. Because I was saying, bro, like after seeing this monthly candle on gold
Yeah.
on the previous videos, again, it's all there, bro. After seeing this monthly candle on gold, just expect some crazy monthly candles, bro. And you can see already we're only 7 days in for this month, and price is doing this madness already. So, bro, who knows? Gold might just be making its way to 4,000. Like Lamin was saying, gold might go to 4,000, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So again, psychological number, bro. We come in now. We now break 3,500. And then again, another psychological number from 3,000 to 4,000 is 3,500. So we have another mid level there, which is 3,750. So gold is really, really looking like now it's actually making its way back up there. I can't lie. Um, yeah, I think God is looking so close to this. Nice. On the monthly time frame, you see how close it is here. We just need one massive month to push all the way here. You can just weekly and then just continue. But you're gonna catch this trade if you trade with us. So quickly, just check the weekly. We can see last week closed super bullish. So there's no reason to look for any sell. So I can keep this monthly level now. But what I can also do here, I'm just gonna try to take this week high so I can be more um previous week high here right there. And then we're gonna use the same thing here. I'm just gonna take the close of the previous week and then just call this weekly. Yeah, bro. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, so that is where the last week closed. And then I'm just gonna leave this here as last week low anyways, because the low is here and that is simply aligning with the monthly high. Bro, last week is the week that closes above the monthly high. So who knows? We might have 2, 3 weeks bull run above that level. So technically we're still bullish.
Oh, it's like I'm seeing this market so clear, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
But yeah, man, we're actually gonna take advantage of the next move that is going to happen on God. Trust me, like we'll do update throughout the week anyways. Wednesday we'll have some nice update on here. But I'm seeing some crazy things happening on God soon. But yeah, so that last week high here and the last week mid where the candle closes here is an area of interest for us. So simply gonna translate those to the daily time frame and then start to go with structure from here. And then you can clearly see here, this high here is simply now closing at what? 3,600. So that was the high of last week. Gold closes back above there. Guess where we're going? 3,700. Just use the psychological numbers. Like, just use them until they're actually like done doing the work that you wanted to do. Um, so yeah, if gold breaks it here, if we now try to break above here throughout the week, trust me, we're going back up here. You know,
yeah, man. Bro, psychological numbers are very important,
we
bro.
are very special on gold and US 30. They play so good. But yeah, so we're just gonna now try to switch this on the daily time frame perspective. Well, again, the idea for goal was to take out this structure here, swing structure, to make a new high, which we already did. We make a high, we pull back, now we're making a new high here. But we haven't actually making the high that we're looking for this market to do in a daily perspective where so technically until that happen we're just gonna look for more daily candle to be bullish. You can see gold is just been open, try to pull back and then buy, open, try to sell and then buy, open, try to sell and then buy, and then obviously this candle they try to close bearish, but then new candle open, we try to sell, reject and then buy. Now new candle open. We might try to do the same thing. See, we already kind of seen some form of rejection and it's coming very close to Asia. Gold move around any fucking time, bro. So easier. We just have this market open around here. We're gonna wait to see gold can actually pull back, and I'm gonna take this key level right here. Because we spike, pull back, we break. So let's see if gold can now pull back and actually retest at 3,578 area, and then we can start to look for some more buys.
Oh, ما ياخد
Again, once you have this level, try to align them with structure as much as you can, bro. That is the only way you can capitalize in this market, bro. Like honestly, bro. Gold is just been super bullish, bro. There is nothing clean than the 4 hour structure, right? When gold switch from the bearish move here, when we switch to bullish, from then gold was just buying. We make a new higher high here, higher low here. We wait for price to take out this high so we can confirm this little high is done here, higher low here, and then pull back, push higher, break the structure, create this not the high, this will be the high in this case. Then we have 1 2 candle pullback, make a new higher low, break structure, then push higher, create new higher high, then price pullback. We make a higher low. Now we break the structure, create a new higher high. So we want to see price, stay above anywhere from 3,550 and then continue going on gold to make a new higher high. Structure will save you forever in this market. You just need to understand, bro. Knowing higher high, higher low is one thing, but what validates the higher low point is the key thing, bro. That is one thing I actually never used to like hard when I was learning trading. All I know is okay, higher high, higher lows, but I struggled to understand what makes this higher low or what makes this higher high. So, through my own experience and just continued striving, bro, trying to do my best and understand what this market is actually doing. You know, it clicked. It makes sense, bro. It makes sense to a point where what is higher lows and what makes it higher low, or what is lower low, what makes it lower low, or what makes this thing lower high, and so on. But with that being said, we have a nice key area. You can see the market up on Friday. We already spiked from here, which is a good sign. We're already starting to see some rejection around this level right here. We're not gonna ignore it. Do not ignore this key area, because think about it. This is the first ever time gold hit this high here, and then price pull back, and then bam, we break it above it with this massive volume on Friday with all this NFP and everything. So the areas for sure something we're gonna pay attention to. We're gonna track that all the way to Friday. Now it's gonna do it to midweek, 3 p.m. And then obviously key areas, bro. Key areas. We can see we having nice 3 key areas on gold that we're gonna take advantage of whenever price comes here. And then I'll explain exactly how we're gonna use these levels. And then we're gonna put that there as well. And finally, but not least, you cannot ignore this. This is the source. Whenever God says it's actually around here, just stack up after you see confirmations, obviously. But you can see because we cannot go any lower from this here, bro. With structure wise, this is the most recent higher high on gold. This is the most recent higher low on gold. So as long as price trading above here or above here, look for buys. So we can either now use this area for gold to use after some sign of pullback, then continue going higher with massive volume. If not, gold will break back below this level, do something like this, retest that level, sell all the way back down here. If he give you confirmation, calm. If not, gold will then try to drop all the way back to the actually structure here, especially after leaving this week here. Then we can continue going. Then you will see gold just build some form of counter trend there and then it will continue going higher. That is how you use this level. But again, let's say it does this, pull back, retest it, continue selling, break this, retest it, continue buying. That's calm. Don't focus this break, retest to sell. Focus on market to actually come back to your area. You start to take trades around here. After you find confirmation, buy the market. Whenever you see price, then trading back above this key area that you had here, wait for it to retest on the 1 hour time frame. Then you will see the structure will start to change from bearish to bullish, give you some sign of entry signals here. You continue buying gold again. Don't buy anymore until price actually gone above and take the structure here, retest it, give you some buying signal, then you can buy again to go on and take out the actual structure, or you can hold the goal to actually continue going. And then your long-term target on gold is currently looking like this area here on the monthly time frame. That is how we can take advantage of this move here on gold, and that is exactly what I'm going to do, bro. That is it.
It's like I wanna go inside, bro, and make this play
Girl,
like
the market will look ugly, bro. Price will look ugly around here. But as long as you pay attention, you reading it carefully, you will make it look like exactly how you're seeing it right now. That is just the key thing when it comes to the market, bro. That is literally it. You'll understand it, bro. Trust me. So yeah, these levels now is going to be our first area to actually look for some nice trade on gold. So I'm seeing a key area on gold here right now, but I'm not gonna pay attention to it until I see the market do. Let's see if gold can do another dumb overnight push and this boom. Then price will try to pull back and give us some nice rejection selling candle first, and we can use that level throughout the week and then get our first entry signal and so on. Yeah. So yeah, that is the idea on gold as well. So these three levels that I just marked on gold here, they're going to be an area for me to pay attention to. Again, I don't care until market actually change something, bro. If we just then try drop, continue dropping, okay, let's say price drop, we stay below this structure, we retest it, price then drop, and then continue until we take this structure and just, I mean, when I say take out the structure, completely done with the structure, then retest it, give me even one more push to downside, then I can say, okay, now I can look for gold sell. But until that happens, price can then drop below here, then trade back above it, you know, and then continue buying. So until that happens, there is no reason to look for any price in this any sales in this market. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is how it's looking on gold. Worst case scenario, price will come all the way to the extreme point. Then you can look for some proper buys. So right now, this level here and this level is what I'm gonna pay full attention to. So especially after seeing these NFP candles here, gold might try to fill this imbalance that we kind of seen from here. We have some nice imbalance from here to here. So gold can try to fill these gaps that we're seeing around here, and that can give us the retest around here, and then we can buy. But it's gold. We never know what's gonna happen. We're just gonna pay attention to this high here. Price is above a structure high, so therefore we're gonna pay attention for price to retest there. Give me signals anywhere from 12, which is Asia, to 2 p.m. our trading time, and this is going to be my trades on gold. So yeah, this area here, I'll just put the colors down a bit, so I know that's the extreme point, but price is very far from there. And then close this one as well, reduce the colors down a bit, and then put this down as well. Okay, and then this area is what we're gonna pay attention to, so we're gonna leave that right there like this. And then if I check the 15-minute real quick, then since you structure, structure, structure. This, this, okay, and this is not the structure. If I use this, then technically I'll just have to use this, and that is aligning perfectly with this 1 hour area here. So that can be another area for gold can now come if 15-minute structure holds, because obviously this is a higher high. If this is a higher low, gold needs to pull back around here, give me signals, and then continue buying. And that is obviously, you can see that level is perfectly aligned with the major level of previous week where the weekly candle closed. So gold can start to hold above there and then start giving us our signals to buy further. You just need to get one good entry on gold. The rest is just trade management, trust me. Like, because the way I'm seeing gold, it can get interesting and it's gonna get interesting. So with that being said, I feel like gold is gonna make another run into 3,700. So yeah, let's see if the market can give us this. But that is the idea on gold as well. DXY simply is bearish. We already gone through that at the start of the call. So I just feel like now it just comes down to patience and for us to actually execute this trade that we're sharing here. So pay attention to gold around here. Um, 3578 zone. I think it's a golden level to look for some trade on gold and continue with the flow. This was nice trade, bro. This was nice. This is a 13-hour trade on gold that we just got here. Multiple trades. So I'm just gonna close that there now. And yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Um, you see, this is the idea. But on the market,
Bro, it's even more easier now for us, bro.
okay. So this week trade on our small account challenge that we're growing. So the week for this the goal for this week is to take the account from 300 to 500. So that is very achievable, especially with all these sales that we're seeing in the market. Yeah, man, but that is another story there. So we'll come with an update in the midweek. Oh, Lami. Hostia.
Rose, hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm good, man. Alhamdulillah, man.
Okay. Okay, I wonder what I want to wrap up, bro.
No, cool. I'm just gonna expectate. Maybe tomorrow we do a proper one because I came to my in-laws house today.
Oh, I see, I see. Nah, that's good, man. Anda tu tahu ni tunggal mirungkor na meru kamare.
Huh?
You sat on a Marco Lamenya here. The background looks like a king chair, bro.
Nah. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out.
Nah,
Yeah, one time, because I don't know what happened. You know, my laptop and I literally forgot it today. I am in the apartment, so it was like complicated. But however, obviously we can go through the weekly breakdown from tomorrow. I'll be
nah,
available.
that nah, that's fine. I already gone through the weekly breakdown on every
Yeah.
Wednesday, and I also recap what happened the week as well. So if you have time, you can just watch the video, and then maybe Wednesday we'll
Yeah.
do a recap, and then we'll continue with the week.
I mean, but obviously, if you guys are available tomorrow, then we can do something quickly, maybe 30 minutes, not too long, just to
Um, yeah, we'll see. Cause tomorrow I'm back to work. You know, on Monday I don't usually try to like make any videos, but
Okay.
again, we'll see what happened. But I
Yeah.
already gone through like my trade breakdown and the
Okay.
analysis and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday for sure. We're gonna
Okay.
do a recap, and
Okay,
then
that's
I
fine. In
also
that,
wanna
yeah.
see your lessons about like this week, last week trade, what you have done as well. I wanna see that as well. To be honest.
I have some interesting lessons now. I'm not gonna lie. I've written everything down though, so it's very. I'm kind of organized.
What
There's
we
not.
can do tomorrow, if maybe by end of the day, if you have
Yeah.
the time, we can do a nice quick recap on yours as well, and then we'll see what the market has done since we
Yeah,
worked
we
on
can
it.
definitely do that. No doubt. Yeah, 100%.
My guy, that's calm, bro.
Look
That's
fresh
good.
there, though.
Huh?
You looking fresh there, though. That's
I mean, it's Spain, man. Weather's nice, people are nice, so I cannot really complain, bro. Let me just enjoy the freshness for a few days.
good there, bro. For real.
Yeah, for sure. But
I
yeah,
catch you
man.
guys tomorrow,
Thank you for
inshallah.
showing up, though. Allah, it meant a lot, man. Inshallah, bro.
That's fine. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
My guy, safe, bro. But yeah, man, chat. That is another 1 hour, 10 minutes for you to watch, bro. Like it's full of free trade ideas that you can just take advantage of. So just drop some comments with whatever you need help with. If it's broker, whatever, risk management, anything that you are not sure about trading in general, because there's no point looking at these videos if you don't know how to take advantage of it. So if you need any help on how to do that, just drop them in the comments, and then if we need to make another video for it, we'll do it. If we need to include them in our next video, we'll do it. But with that being said, this is it for me. The week gold first area of interest, and then EURUSD obviously another area of interest that we're seeing around here. Furthermore, we'll look around there. But yeah, with that being said, just gonna have to leave it there. Inshallah.
Good luck.
And stream.